Fail me.
What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Come on, yes. No. Come on, yes.
Ribs.
Come on. Yes. Why are you laughing? I haven't told the punchline yet. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Gas. What do you mean, a lot of fresh gas? Fuck. Gas! Gas, goddamn you! Why won't you answer me? What is my favorite snack? No! No! What is it? Why must you fail me so often? Ribs!
The way it just collapses. Utter defeat at the end.
I thought it was more as he was actually rolling on the floor laughing.
That is I quote that on a daily basis if I can.
Ribs!
Why must you fail me so often?
Ribs!
Spare ribs! Alright, anyway, it's been fun. It's been really fun. But you need to stop dancing, boss.
We have an investigation.
Yeah.
People have died, boss.
People have died and you're in the interrogation room dancing. Who's died exactly? Just Shoko, I guess. Oh yeah, the game crashed.
Oh, yeah.
So we gotta see where we ended up. I forgot that. Okay, so we found Iris. We killed Iris. She's dead. Then we went back to Shovel Forge. Disappointed Ota, but what else is new? Hitomi found out her daughter's dead, and I don't know.
No, Hitomi told us that her daughter is dying.
Ah, totally different. So.
Date, the person in Iris's letter, the one she trusts most. Who do you think that is?
Well, it's gotta be Hitomi.
Oh, yes, that must be it.
Don't be sarcastic with
right
me.
Now, Iris is heading home and we just missed her. No, Date. If that were the case, she wouldn't have written it like that. Think harder.
Why do I have to do the thinking?
I think so too. Remember what Iris said?
I don't. Please remind me.
I don't even remember
I look
where
up
we're
to
at.
him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
Obviously, Renju is the person that she trusts most in the whole entire world.
According to the mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
He was looking for Iris.
I think Renju called Iris.
And Iris went looking for him.
Exactly.
Then what can I do? We've been looking for Renju. Everyone at HQ is looking for him too. Not to mention he's on the run with number 89. And even with all of that, we haven't found him. We don't even have any leads.
If we only had some clues to work with.
Then we wouldn't be in this mess.
Are you giving up? Iris might be with number 89 and we need to find her immediately. Now think, Date. Where would Renju go?
I don't fucking know!
Ota already searched Sunfish Pocket. It's open for business. Iris was not there. I didn't ask about Renju, but I am sure that he would... got a call from Mizuki. She went to Lemniscape, but no one was there. It's true that they've known each other for some time, but when we went to the house, he was not there. Renju's house is currently occupied by officers from... If he went back there, we would have been
The cold storage warehouse. Maybe he's there.
What'd you find?
We went to a cold storage warehouse.
Okay.
There is no one here.
Damn. He's... Let's go, Iba.
Wait.
What's wrong? Is there someone here?
No living organisms.
Then...
No living organisms.
You mean...
Let's search the area. We might be able to find something. On Sunday night, you saw...
Yeah. Her dead body was right here on...
What is that?
I wonder what that could be.
No. This can't...
Not again.
Iris. Iris.
Have you settled down?
No.
The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost
That's good.
consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly... I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back... You are conscious, are you not? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of... If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have... If you truly believe that, then your brain is... Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow...
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary...
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions. I will ask 3 questions. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation, but even so, the AC was on, and a -50... Why is that?
Ice cream.
Oh, I see you are back to making... I am glad to hear that, but please... Why? For what?
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
The culprit was afraid that the body would be discovered, so they hid it on. But why there? The ocean is right here. If they really wanted to hide the body, they could have put weights on it and sunk.
But we do not know for certain that the culprit was attempting to dispose. There is something more unusual. That is a unique fact, but there was something else. What is unnatural about...
Isn't it strange? The culprit hid the body because they didn't want it to be found, but then they cover it with a cloth? That implies they thought that someone would eventually find it.
I explained earlier, the body may not have been hidden by the culprit, and even if they were responsible, it is not uncommon that murderers feel a sudden urge of...
So the cloth was a sign of pity?
That is a possibility.
It was completely frozen.
Iris's body was complete. The temperature read -50. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to... But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me... Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found... But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris... Why?
You mean...
You've got it.
And now we've caught up to your theory that was correct. And possibly something you knew about the entire time.
Yeah, I've known this the entire time. You came straight to me when you found this out.
I bet I probably did, yeah.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was...
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal... This evidence makes one thing
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
which means...
Unless Iris
Iris
was
is still
transported
alive.
through time
Not
and also
necessarily.
has recently been
she
pregnant.
could be alive. We haven't confirmed that. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was... This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then.
Iris was never dead.
Iba. Who is...
Unknown.
Why are you asking me?
Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10...
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also... But there is one likely...
Who?
Let's consider the clue. The scene. Okiura Fish... Sunday night, we saw... And there is something else about... We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10...
I believe that is the case.
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sejima.
It's Iris's mommy.
I thought I told you never to show your...
roommate here?
No, he's
No.
not. Wondering if I can see bugs for Iris or for Ida.
Weirdly enough, I think the only bugs you ever find are indoors.
Aww. Although I will be honest, if I ever win the lottery, I do want a giant fuck-ass pond in our front yard.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I didn't
Quite
come here for
efficient.
Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Kung. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
I'm sorry.
Where is Renju Oki? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a... There's definitely a connection between you two, and that's not all. Number 89 called your sect the same number 89 that Renju escaped. Now tell me, where is...
I'd like to ask you...
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassed. If he had called the police, we would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki?
Ugh.
Calm down, Dot. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the... Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice, or Alice. Alice and Iris. I believe it.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify...
Who?
Allow me to ask you
Again with it?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Three days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes. In the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse. Question 2. Who is the girl?
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely. So we have technically known Alice for... One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
My roommate.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of... But prophecies are known. Dreams are not made of the future. Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Iba, where is Mizuki?
Where we went with Iris yesterday.
The shrine.
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for...
Okay, let's go.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things, like what gluten-free means and eyelash extensions, and we would talk about all our problems. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong.
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Anything for fun?
Yeah. I remember
No.
that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I think he's searching Akihab. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Mizuki, I have some...
Oh yeah.
You've seen her before, haven't
She's
you?
all ice.
3 days ago, I saw her in the body of a girl who looks like Iris. Your dreams are built from your memory, so that corpse... Mizuki, please. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
You wouldn't have had to look at his dead body before, have you?
Stab, 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 stab.
I need to know everything about Al. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and that might lead me to Iris.
Okay, I'll tell you about Al. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that. I was curious, so I followed him and that led me to the cold storage. He got out of his car and went in. I followed right behind him. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked, and then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris. What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything... I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the where. I repeated that to myself over and over and...
Repressed memories are often the subject of...
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
What was I supposed... Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah. The corpse looked... I couldn't believe she was dead, so I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Hey, same here, bro.
Hey, same here, bro.
Yo,
actually
I know
met
what
with
that's
the
like.
higher-ups at Daddy's
Almost
before
exactly.
I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some... I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was... After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to... I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's what I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
On paper, Daddy has not. Daddy was still managing the warehouse, and he was the only one allowed in there. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the cut, and the whole thing had to be a secret. He would...
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
for 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica EY. 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of a Toku high school.
What?
Eh?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Hold on.
Hold on.
When I was young, I lost Monica EY, my best friend.
That's why you never
One
tell
of the only
anybody
friends I
about
had.
your dead people that you know stuff about.
Unless you really have nothing to do with the body.
Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her. But why? Monica's body was found just... But even back then, Hitomi... She knew that Monica was already dead. Iba, where is Hitomi right...
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered...
Got it. Contact boss. Have the...
Roger that.
Sorry, Mizuki. I know I just spaced out there for a second, but I gotta go.
It's absolutely hilarious that we never tell Mizuki about Iba.
And unless if it's that one ending.
Yeah. We tell Mizuki about literally everything else. Hell, we even tell Iris. Not about Iba, but
Everything else.
everything else. Where's the body, Hitomi?
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are. Even though you lost your precious... Shall I guess why?
Her name is Iwa. She has been missing for... She was 19 years old at the time. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and... Because Monica's corpse is... However, her appearance appears to be... Thus, it is extremely likely...
So her baby would be...
Just turning 8.
Because that body, and you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica EY. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime. Illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it. The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2, and witness testimony proves that he knew about the... And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the... And I remember you telling me one.
When I was young, Monica EY, my best friend.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago, and you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would... Tell me. Tell me everything!
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
I didn't realize it let you get this far. I thought it would stop you before this point. And make you go to the other timeline.
Oh, do I
Date,
still not have
I'm
something
sure
for the
I've
other
told
timeline?
you enough times by now, but please.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find...
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little.
Please,
If the
just a
sync passes the
little
critical
bit of
point, the
syncing.
damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
You guys gotta tell me.
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment, then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Okay, I'll tell you. Pewter, tell him!
Well,
God, I love Boss.
Ask Pewter. He knows more about it than I.
well, first off, 6, it could be 7, or...
I don't care about the exact. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond.
Think of an egg!
Remember the story I told you?
Yeah, why?
This is very important.
If you imagine
This
an
will
egg
be
as
on
your
the
consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell. If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to...
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness. I know that part already.
Indeed. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine net.
Huh?
And there's more. The same process eventually occurs. In other words, the entire egg and mind, consciousness, memory.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one, and it can only contain one.
Now you know, talk to the boss.
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible...
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited?
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We didn't tell any Sinkers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even Sinkers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
Bad people?
Nah, that'll never
A criminal
happen.
organization, spies from another country. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The sync machine isn't just for entering a person. It can also be used to swap bodies between... Imagine what this machine would
I
be
would
used
never
for
tell
in the wrong
anybody
hands.
about this sync
That's
machine.
why I didn't tell you.
Except when I told
We can't
somebody.
let the secret
What?
get out.
No, that didn't happen. Wait, what is this? Oh, CVS.
Swapping bodies between trading minds?
That's weird. Well, anyway, let's go sync with Hitomi.
Remember what I told you earlier. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
6 minutes, boss.
I think it would have been more appropriate if he just flipped her off.
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
So, what he should have said was, so like, the prototype got stolen.
You don't learn about that in this timeline.
Oh, that's right, we don't.
God?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red hot.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
The light over there. Is that a...
In my opinion, this is probably the hardest Somnium in the whole game.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Somnium scan.
Ooh, I smell something good.
you?
Mm-hmm. Reveal the hidden secrets. Iris, why are you going? Iva.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
A flower bud. I cannot identify.
Stick up your nose.
What happened?
It doesn't have any particular smell, but for some reason I nearly blacked out.
Maybe it's poisonous.
What's this? Caring words from you, Date. What are you...
Also, I cannot be poisoned, so... meh.
A flower bud.
Worship it.
Worship it?
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead.
This Somnium is full of shit like this. Like, you gotta do the most obtuse stuff.
I figured as much.
It bloomed a little?
I don't know what caused it, but it's better than nothing.
A hole in a tree. I may be... I am not going to be eaten or anything. Whoa! I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
I think it's this way.
Oh, you know, just follow the trail of fireflies on the ground. You know, that probably is fine. You do still have a map.
Five minutes left, Date.
Renju Oki.
Hit him.
This is for neglecting your responsibility to... No use. I can't hit him.
This Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know me.
Renju Oki. Yoo-hoo! Come get some of this. Come on!
Why'd you get on the ground like a dog?
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault. Renju Okiura.
Renju's idea of a good partner
He looks
is Shoko
young,
and
but
Pewter.
this is
So yeah, you're probably
Renju
right.
Okiura as he appeared
That's a long time ago.
Renju. A rock. But it's
Gods live in the rocks too.
a rather Japanese.
Just try it.
If you insist.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want to hear that from. A rock. Do what?
Just try.
You did it before. Come on, lift the rock, Iva.
Well, did you
No.
I know I'm doing this all wrong.
It's fine. Yeah, I wish I could even.
3 minutes.
I wish I could tell you what you're supposed to do, but to be honest, when I did that with Scott, I could not remember.
I'm gonna kick it.
Understood. My foot.
I see.
My foot hurts!
Sorry.
A hole in the tree. It looks about as...
Oops.
I cannot see anything.
Anything else?
I do not see anywhere a hole.
That, my good sir, is a hole.
Stick my hand in it again, or should I scream?
You peeked inside before.
Yes.
I am not going to be
Was I
sucked
supposed
in,
to?
am I?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Thing is, this one is so late in the game.
That's strange.
And it's so weird.
Did you want to see me get...
Yeah.
That I can never remember how to do it.
A hole in the tree.
I think it might be Scream.
The Emperor is naked!
Okay.
Okay,
What about the
definitely.
The Empress is...
Sounds like my kind of empire. Let's move there. I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
Wait. Maybe tackle? This is so dumb.
A hole in the... Understood. I will...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This is... a picture of Hitomi?
Everyone is so young.
I think you take that back to Renju now.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
He's over by the fireflies.
Renju? Renju, look at this.
Thanks. Bye now.
Wait!
Renju!
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna have to do this again.
It's good to scout it though. Figure out what we're supposed to do.
So he went this way?
Something like that. I think he jumped in that hole, yeah.
What is this hole?
Yeah, go ahead.
Understood. Huh.
You died. Dark Souls, game over.
Aiba, why did you face plant?
It's even more difficult to... Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she?
Pretty sure I'm gonna have to go to hole in tree 3.
No, it's a rock this time, I'm pretty sure.
You have 1 minute left.
A rock.
No. Wait. I think you're right. Yeah, I think this is the one
Another
where you
hole in a
pop
tree.
to.
Those are pretty big.
Yeah, scream.
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sink, but still.
There you go.
Hitomi stopped.
Uh-oh.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
I'm pretty sure she's... Go down? Okay, so just keep going the way that you're going. There you are.
That's
Nice
Hitomi.
hat.
Hitomi?
Well,
She dresses modestly, but underneath...
good work, Aiba.
Very important, Aiba. Thank you.
Time's up.
That's Hitomi.
Fuck you, boss. Maybe I want to switch
Hitomi?
bodies with
What?
Hitomi.
Guess she can't hear you. She looks like she's looking.
Date!
Damn it!
Alright. I want to go get noodles, though.
Okay. Fuck yeah! Oh, not that one.
A hole in a tree.
This one is stick hand inside.
I am not going to be...
Yeah, stick hand inside the big one.
Whoa! I fell.
It's darker than before.
What? That voice.
Find out where that voice.
Five minutes left, Date.
A hole in the tree.
Tackle it.
Understood.
Give me that.
This is a picture of Hitomi.
Everyone is so young.
Got my wrencher now. Out of my way, tree.
Renju. Renju, look at this.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Except it makes me cry because one of those person is dead.
Not in this timeline, I guess.
Yeah, not in this timeline.
Yeah, Mom always told me if everybody else was jumping on holes, would you do it too? And I'd say, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Understood.
Wee.
Okay.
Let you figure it out here.
Aiba, quit face planting.
It's even more difficult to see now. Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she? Look for...
4 minutes.
I don't think we're going the right way. Turn around. Turn to the right. Go that way.
Another hole.
Those are pretty big.
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember still.
No!
Hitomi, stop.
No, start to the left. That way. No, not that way. Left.
3 minutes, Date.
You can just barely see the outlines of the
That's Hitomi.
So it was not hug or talk.
I'm pretty sure I gotta find something to give her.
Where?
Well, you could, you know...
But in this Somnium, she might be a minor.
Her stomach. Test out...
If you say so. I touched it.
So, what's the softness situation?
It was soft. Nice and pliant.
Valuable information indeed.
You old...
Okay, so I probably gotta find something.
Yeah, I think
for her.
you're right.
I think there was a rock that had
A
an
rock.
eyeball near it.
Do what?
Just try.
Understand?
Well, did you fuck...
No, of course.
It's a rock. This is just a guess, but I think you have to go back to the hole in the tree. Oh, you found it!
What?
You did it! I can't believe you found that one on accident. That's like the hardest one to get.
What'd I find?
A picture.
Oh, well, I found that in the other one, but I couldn't pick it up.
Which one?
In, when we were at Renju.
Yeah, it only appears at certain points in the Somnium.
A hole in a tree.
I think this one, stick your hand in.
I won't...
Yeah, there we go.
A cord bracelet has appeared on my wrist.
Might be important.
Hey, Hitomi.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Yo, look what I found. A sweet-ass friendship bracelet.
That's Hitomi.
Show the bracelet.
Do you remember...
Thanks. Okay, right now.
Wait!
Follow her!
On it! A large hole.
A holy hole.
If there is nothing left to...
Sorry, I gotta stuff my face. Face plant.
I was falling for
Dante,
30 minutes.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's pitch black. I can't see.
I see. Then it is no.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
Let's hope you bump into Hitomi. This Somnium is just mean.
A Lycaris. I feel. It's useless. The roots must be strong.
Do I worship
1
it?
minute left.
Well, I got 45 seconds to find out.
A Lycaris. Nothing is happening.
That's to be expected.
A Lycaris flower. Let's do it.
Wow, Iva. You can dig fast.
What? Another hole?
Date, you've got less than
A
30
large
seconds.
hole. We've come this far. Huh?
Oh no!
Is that the ending?
Just press X. Alright, give me the controller. Thank you. Yes, it was the ending.
That is...
What a long weekend this has been.
Mm-hmm.
Hitomi,
What's up?
I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. My guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Once upon a time,
My best friend was pregnant, gave birth, and then was killed.
let her tell the story. 18 years ago.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay.
The
I
child's
told
in
him
your
that
arm,
I won't
Reggie.
cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Alright,
Fine.
only if it's for a little bit.
But take this with you,
Then it's
just
the
in
total
case.
time.
It's a GPS transmitter. Just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan, but I didn't understand any of it. We tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
How could you guess that and not have it be so himself?
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima, the son of So and his late wife. Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
Who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
What did So say to Shou?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything. So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here?
Yeah. Cover her.
Just a minute.
Beautiful.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over, and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
You dug up the grave with the tree branch? What?
Well, it's still freshly turned, so you're able to still kind of do that.
Would it be easier to use your hands, though?
You would probably need the tree branch to kind of break up, because you still pat it when you put it down, so you need that to break it up.
We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to. No matter what.
Okay. I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
We also took off all her clothes.
Well, that's the best way to freeze a body.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
I don't really want to discuss this. There's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only...
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son?
I feel the same way, but you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like... I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that. Because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help.
Occasionally, huh?
Man, you're a worse father for Iris than you were for your own daughter.
How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Is that because that guy, that mob guy, took out her mother's eye?
I thought it might have something to do with your name.
That's pretty fucked up, Hitomi.
Not only, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love, and Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I...
Fucking Uchikoshi loves doing this
will
shit.
always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed. Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again. So I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the more... But even with all of that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away, but my hands were full. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Oh no, she turned into a dog.
Sweetie, up? Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me?
No.
Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again. Mommy, you are so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the store? I can't help it. My body dances on its own. Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get... I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world!
You're adopted.
Mommy, look!
I mean, on paper she
I
isn't.
drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War.
That was so fun! We should do...
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweet. It took forever to clean it.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again, too. Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all... I say go for it!
We got the
always questioned
A-OK.
myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her. But I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating. But there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monika's body to the police, So would be punished by the law. And the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean... Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father. And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris. But... fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was...
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor. But the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it. About how I could get my hands on that kind of money. But I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed.
Isn't your best friend forever Renju like a CEO or something?
Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms
You spent
worsened.
11 months in the hospital thinking?
I was starting to panic.
Dude!
I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail So Tsujima. Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse. He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived... He walked over to the workbench, where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras. Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me. And there's no way he'd risk his political career, not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse.
What would you have done if you
came out of my
just
hiding
picked up
place
the
to put
body,
Marcus
took it
body back.
outside, and dumped
But
it
then-
in the water?
Something unexpected happened.
Yeah. What the fuck would you have done?
I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me. And when you were done looking around,
I wonder what this could be.
It can't be.
It's Iris!
Iris.
Man, it sure was unfortunate Iva was out of batteries then.
Mm-hmm.
I was losing consciousness. My head felt fuzzy. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Iva did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter.
She's
But
not a
Iris's
MILF?
father is. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby.
She's not a MILF?
Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have.
But she's not a MILF. Date, shut up.
Iris's tumor was discovered. The only possible treatment was however, that treatment is restrictively Hitomi devised a plan to the best way to establish that is why Hitomi created the scene with she was the one who called So to the
Yes, we just went through this.
on Sunday night. What Date saw was what Hitomi had That is the summary of
Just
what we
in
have.
case
But
you
there are
weren't
some
paying
things
attention.
I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Date, snap.
It's a sex machine.
no, I did not. All of this was my idea.
Too rough on her.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be after I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived.
And nobody checked
It
the
makes
forklift.
perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris.
And yeah, the hair is pretty
The
noticeable.
body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it.
It's a big thing in anime.
Those were the events at the warehouse. Simple.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Well,
There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand. However, None of this ties directly. Her murder was just for. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly,
Wait. Where are you going?
to look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is.
Do you know something?
Yes. At around 4 o'clock today. I don't know who it was.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be number...
Either way, Iris is in danger, right?
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
Here.
Here. I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Fuck you, Pewter. You knocked out Boss? You bastard!
Date. Run.
What?
Boss!
Please, do not... I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
Forever.
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What in Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us. If we say nothing, then...
So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed... What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Iva, can you turn the power...
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3...
My fucking gun arm! That was my fingering Renju hand.
Now tell me, where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't... But if I don't go with you...
Alright, take me there.
I'm sure this can't go poorly.
Back to the cold storage warehouse. Hey, it's raining there and it's raining here.
Yeah, perfect day to do this.
I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
Oh, it's not the warehouse.
How did I know that? The corners of my mind were 8.
Date, I'm so... This is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory.
Uh-oh.
They are attempting to wipe all the data, everything I have accumulated, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
We didn't tie him up.
He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Peter will be able to access Wadjet, but he would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving. The higher-ups clearly see you as a... They are attempting to limit your power by removing... I suppose their motivation hardly matters. The most important thing now, finding Iris, and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours. I will cease to exist.
Date?
Nothing.
All right. Now you know. I'm counting on you, Date.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
It's a sync machine.
Huh.
Is that...
Renju.
In your eyeballs.
Renju?
Oh. Hey, handsome.
Dante, you don't know how to like secure the perimeter and everything before you head over to the body draped in it.
Gotta do a 5-point room scan.
Exactly.
Would you like to save? Probably a good idea.
So, which timeline do I have to go to?
Gotta go to the other one. There's only 2 left, including this one. Big.
Is this one going towards the true ending?
The one that we have been working on, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, I know for sure that you have to do all of the other timeline before it'll let you go any farther. So, we have to jump over here to when we cured Mizuki, and we thought Iris might be the one responsible for Renju's murder. And this is when we sunk with Iris. The first time.
Oh, so there's a second thing with Iris?
Yep. She has an alternate ending.
And both of them.
Yep.
Damn it, Iris! Why you gotta be so difficult? Oh, I remember this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do the alternate ending? Because I feel like all I'll do is just the same.
Oh no, this is completely different.
TV.
Alright, here you go.
Stop!
Oh, is this where we find out Boss betrayed us?
Potentially.
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, in the other timeline. Hey Peter, your boyfriend's dead. Bet you wanna tase me now, bitch.
Yeah, that's why Pewter's a lot more mellow and helpful when you go down this path, because his boyfriend's dead.
A torso with...
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
A torso with a head.
Take it, we choke it.
That's kinky. Damn, Iva. Made him pass out.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
I want to go home.
Away, I smut.
Alright. Next
4
objective.
minutes.
Beat it to death.
Brain table medicine bottle.
Here.
A full body. A drug bottle that holds some.
Chug it.
That is entirely up to you.
Do not pressure me, Date.
Pressure you?
Into drinking alcohol.
Is it alcohol?
Well, no.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will say.
An AI labor union?
I won't drink it.
Fine.
Come on, Iba. Union power!
An operating table.
Do not perform surgery.
Sweet.
You did this in the other timeline, so no, you do not do this here.
The operating table. So I gotta do the medicine.
A drug bottle that
There's
holds
more than
some.
just those two.
Oh, TV.
An old tele.
Turn dial.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
Minutes, Date.
Only a shelf.
That's really bothering me. It's not even with the others.
A common gap.
If you can't, then...
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
A torso. A double. Only a shelf. That shelf sticking out.
We'll just fix that.
Iba, watch out, there's a thingy.
There we go. Oh no, Danganronpa 3!
What happened?
Exactly like Danganronpa 3.
Why would anyone put that
Turn
there?
around and make sure that they don't come back at you.
Ah, a cosplayer!
Iron ball.
Take it, throw it.
Well, the answer
Where should I throw
you
it?
were
Throw
told
it
to
that
beat
way.
it to death.
Understood.
This bitch empty.
It is unexpectedly light. All right.
Yeet!
Beat it.
But no,
I'd
that
like to-
kills people.
I'd like to beat it, you.
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Well, Dante, how many victims were there?
Were there 3?
4.
Another team.
It's on the other side of the room.
Yeah, team.
I know know it's been a while since we did this in the other timeline. The alternate ending. Oh, that was it.
No, I meant to use a timey.
Oh.
Please. Help me.
Boss was the original Cyclops killer.
This was the third victim of the original
Why does Iris know?
There is a possibility that she saw it on.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagining...
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue.
Right.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way. Just a locker.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
Oh man, I just fixed those shells.
Hey, Iba, it's just like you when you figure out how to do.
This is still going. Shot the mirror.
that is...
Hey, it's that girl we saw sleeping with So in the other... Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no.
It's me.
I was the original Cyclops killer. Yay! Pictures!
I did it! But how did Iris know that?
Well... Wake up in the morning.
What happened in that Somnium?
I take a deep breath, and I get really high. Iba, what are you doing?
She's crawling out of the TV.
Oh!
Like the ring.
I didn't recognize that. Ooh, I love Pewter's, like, underclothes, because, like, it makes the lab coat seem way dumber. Like, I love the just straight bodysuit that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Actually looks kind of cool. I'm singing in the rain. Concept art for Iris. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, they were originally planned for a side ponytail instead of pigtails.
What? Oh, I love her hair.
Oh, they should have did the buns. That's so cute. At least with the buns for her mom.
I like the number the A. Like I think that should be like. I don't know if she's confirmed to be in the second game or not, but I want to see her with that hairstyle. That seems really fun, but probably way more mature than they intended for Iris's character. You can see how it gets steadily more kiddish as it goes along. And finally, the one you got from Tommy. Oh, little teddy bear eyeball!
Oh!
Hey, Tommy! Glad to know she was always stacked. And Teenage Renju. I think when we're done, I'll show you all the
photos?
All the photos.
I was the original Cyclops killer.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Yo, boss, what the fuck?
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state, no matter how many times you ask.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of...
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original...
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw the original Cyclops killer.
Can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
Pewter, you ain't slick.
You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer? You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not the original
The
Cyclops.
Cyclops killer appeared 6 years. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
A lot of things happened 6 years ago. Remember Trump.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Really. You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection between the original and new Cyclops serial killer.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could...
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
Nobody's gonna tell you.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
So I'm thinking that the blue is Sato, and the red is the previous Kumakura game boss guy. He had Sato kill the victim so he could steal their eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm right? Yay!
The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the true. Oftentimes, the subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets, and that is why we see them so often, and why those Somnia are so useful. But this is not. We cannot control the content of our dream. It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from... This can be expressed as Dream D equals Memory A plus Memory... This, of course, means that Dream D is... However, the same cannot necessarily be said. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combination.
So what I saw in Somnium...
Yes. I believe Iris act...
Pewter, you said that memories happened in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the... If you disassemble those pieces, you will...
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience... Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth. Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer, after the investigation got going, it was taken over. That was the last we heard anything. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the but in reality, it was dropped completely. Dante, it looks like I...
Got it. Hey, Iris. About that dream.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking. The subject of a sink does not experience... They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember...
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even...
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline.
I didn't get to ask all my questions.
Uh-oh.
You dicks.
Date, could we...
Sure.
Marble. It's a bar in Golden...
You know about that?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me...
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask you. All right, sure.
Hey, Mama. There's no Mama.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Why do you look so pissed?
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle. I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble. I got here just before you did. Look, she was about to be charged with a serious... Oh, she left a little... She said something about going to... She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask, it's about a Nile message you sent. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing, that you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
Hold on. It's still on.
I'll tell her about the two-witter
How do you
thing.
turn
I
auto off?
swear I'll do it.
There you go.
How do you put it in auto?
Because I don't like pressing buttons.
But I like to press buttons. I have a very special button I like to press all the time.
Oh my god.
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you...
What?
At the door,
I choose to believe this wholeheartedly. Oh no! Ota was the killer all along.
And nobody notices his eye flickering.
Surely it's not that important.
What?
Hey, when did you get back?
It looks like you're awake now. Ota?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy.
He was already gone when I came. All I saw was you getting your beauty...
Damn it, Ota. What do you think?
It appears that he took off with us.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course. I tried. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like...
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
That's what I get for being a party animal.
Uh-oh.
Date, the boss.
Oh, how am I gonna report this?
Date, listen. Stay calm. Just now, the killer...
I'm aware.
Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Video?
Hey, it's this video again.
Uh-oh.
Iris.
Oh, hey, it's this thing again.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identify. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site.
Are we gonna zoom?
Yeah, we're gonna zoom.
And there's nobody else on the road. Ever.
It's 3 in the morning.
What's our ETA?
In Tokyo.
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time. That sick bastard.
Alright, welcome to my unboxing stream. Today we're gonna find out what's inside this little girl.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Oh, just before we find out that it was...
Ota!
God, this was so long ago.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Don't. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heart begins pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Me?
Yeah. That voice.
Oh, no, I was...
Alright, good make you some cocoa. Did he come back?
No, it can't be. No.
Alright, sorry for that technical difficulties. Let's get this box open.
Stop!
Oh,
I want to thank Lemon Escape for sending me this girl. Wow, blood and guts.
Wow.
Ah,
Otto
there's a lot.
sucked and didn't save her.
That's a... Alright, well, this has been a good stream, guys. Remember to like, share, and send this to all your friends. Smash that like button.
You know what's
ring
really...
the bell, hit the subscribe.
You know what's really sad? There are videos like that on the internet.
Not so much anymore, but yeah, back in the day, yes.
Mm-hmm.
No!
Maybe she was not dead. I mean, we didn't see it cut into her. The saw started to go into her, and then immediately it splattered blood against the camera. So
Something red. Could be ketchup.
Could be a trick of the light.
Now, is Ota dead too?
No, he didn't come back on screen.
Hi, I'm Dante.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Oh, it was Ota.
Ota.
Oh no, I'm being interviewed.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never... And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by this... The new Cyclops kill. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces, too many contradictions. Like killing I...
Such as?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably, but if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no...
away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide and—
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with—
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his—
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the—
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from this—
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks—
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was advocate for HQ.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so that's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar— He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed. He was weakened and losing blood. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the— and then—
How are we gonna explain this to Mama?
Then,
Oh,
who is
God.
the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye—
So let's focus on the 3 other victims, Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of invest—
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good start.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents. And she was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way, no matter what the circumstances were. Renju and Shoko were connected to the— but there's no connection to Iris. Mayumi had motive for killing Iris. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis. And since Renju is the president— Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. And above all else, she would never harm her only son. Renju, Shoko, and son. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kuma, but again, I can't see any— I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed— No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too— I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory. And if I start doubting myself now—
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero— I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
It's you. It's you. Is it, boss?
Well... better go investigate. Ooh, shivers. Uh-oh. It's a lot of blood.
Could you do me a big favor?
Where'd all this ketchup come from?
No, nothing so far.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find...
Is this warehouse not in use?
Yeah, I wonder what it could be used for. I guess we'll never know.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some...
But we should probably, like, look under the hood.
You know, just in case.
Oh my god, there's a body in here.
I wonder what this could mean.
It's not cut in half, so it's not virus.
I think we know that.
This is what the criminal used to stream.
But in this timeline, we don't know that.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse, Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have...
It's currently not sufficient to broadcast this gameplay.
Yeah, let me see.
I should do that. I'm going to
get a snack.
eat.
Hey, you can just use the bowl I had earlier.
Wait a second.
You want pie?
I can still use the bowl you had earlier.
Or one of these plates here.
I'd rather use the bowl.
Okay. I love you.
Are you still working on it?